Welcome to South Asia Maps. This is an educational channel with your facilitator J. Reddy. And at South Asia Maps, we try to bring the culture and heritage of South Asia, south of Khyber Pass and south of Karakoram Mountains in the form of maps, images, and icons. And we are continuing our fascinating journey in the land of five Doabs or five tributaries of Sindhu River or Darya Sindhu or Indus River, in the land of Sufi poet Bhule Shah from Uch Sharif, and the land where the Lion of Punjab, Maharaja Ranjit Singh rode and build a mighty Khalsa empire or Sikh empire brick by brick north of Sutlej River. And we have looked at various rivers of Punjab in the previous presentation, and we also looked at Doabs, interfluves. The land between the two rivers are called Doab or Pani. Doab means between the two rivers. There are five Doabs, so it is Punch Doab. Five water bodies are actually interfluves, the zone between the two rivers, five of them. So that gave the name to the great fascinating land south of Himalayan mountains and west of Thar Desert in Rajputana and east of Suleiman mountain ranges in Baluchistan plateau. And today's topic of interest is Punjab Geography, Doabs, Jech Doab or Chaj Doab. You will see both the names in the literature, and there are two rivers here. The main river, big river, I have shown in red color, that is Chenab River. Chenab River is a combination or a river that its upstream tributaries are Chenab, Chandra River and Bhaga River here. This is in the Lahul and Spiti region of Himachal Pradesh. They both meet at a place called Tandi, that is few kilometers south of Kelang, that is the capital district headquarters of Trans-Himalayan district called Lahul and Spiti. The river continues its journey, enters into the Doda, Kishtwar district. It is a Kishtwar here, then goes down to Jengilwar and enters into Doda district, continues and enters into Ramban district here, and it continues at Akhnoor town, that is in the Sivalik range between Punjab plains and Jammu Walia plains. Here will be a Jammu city, one of the capital cities of Jammu and Kashmir. At Akhnoor, it falls into the plain and continues the river. This is the Chenab River. It continues, and there will be somewhere Jang town or city here. And a few kilometers south, there is a place called Atharan Hazari or Sharif Sidhu, where it gathers its major right side tributary or right hand tributary called Jhelum. This is the Jhelum River. So the land between, the interfluve between the Jhelum River, Chenab River is called Jhelum Chenab Jech Doab. Or if you reverse the river names, Chenab River and Jhelum River is called Chez Doab or sometimes Chaz Doab, etc. And coming to briefly about Jhelum River, the Jhelum River, somewhere there is a Valley of Kashmir here, Vale of Kashmir. It originates at a place called Verinag in the Anantnag district, that is a few kilometers north of Banihal Pass near Kazigund area. The river goes through, winds to Dal Lake near Srinagar and takes a western turn near Ullar Lake, enter into a deep gorge called Jhelum Gorge from Baramulla Uri onwards, and Muzaffarabad town will be here, and the river gathers northern tributary Kishan Ganga here, moves south. In the east, the Maharaja Hari Singh's territory, or his predecessor Maharaja Gulab Singh's territory, that is Muzaffarabad district, Poonch district and Mirpur district are all on the right hand side. In the western side of the Jhelum river you see Hazara district, and Indus will be here. This is a Sindhu river, and excuse me, at Mirpur town it forms a Mirpur dam or Mangla. It is dammed here, and the river continues. There is a salt range, a mountainous range here, skirting the Potohar plateau, the Rawalpindi, Attok, Chakwal, Jhelum areas. There is a Jhelum district here, Rawalpindi district here. The river continues and parallel close to the salt range falls into the plains and continues and meets its parent, its mouth in Chenab river, Atharan, Hazari. These are the districts in the Chas Doab or Jet Doab. Even though the river here on the east side, Muzaffarabad district, Poonch district and Mirpur district are present in the Jammu Dogra Maharaja's territory on the east side, and Hazara district of Haripur, Mansher and Abbottabad in now West Punjab, but they are not really considered part of Jet Doab or Chas Doab. So actually Gujrat district, it is not Gujarat, there is a missing here, you have to pay attention. So Gujrat district and Mandi Bahauddin district and Shahpur and Sargoda tehsils of the Shahpur district. The historic Shahpur district south of Salt Range, this side will have Kushab south of Salt Range, so that is in the Thal region here, or Sindh Sagar Doab here, which I covered in the other presentation. So we have three districts in the Chas Doab or Jet Doab: Gujrat district, Mandi Bahauddin district, Sargoda district, between the Jhelum and Chenab rivers. And let's go on to look at the river in the actual, the map. This is the map hill presentation. I am showing here to see how the satellite map for the Chenab and excuse me, Jhelum rivers look like. You see here the fascinating valley of Kashmir, or Vale of Kashmir. This is an unparalleled paradise on the planet Earth. 1600 meters above sea level on average. Srinagar city, the city of Goddess Sri or Lakshmi, consort of Lord Sri Vishnu, is the capital. That itself is around about 1600 meters. If you take like Lahore city, around about 250 meters above sea level or so, and you can see 1600 meters. It's like it's a summer. The resort for anybody during the summertime is a sheltered valley. You can see the Pir Panjal mountains here and the mighty Himalayan mountains here. Our present context, because Chas Doab is Chenab river. Here if you look at here you see the Bhaga river, here Chandra river, you may not see it. Here, this is the Kelang. You see Lahul and Spiti district, there will be Kelang somewhere here, and the Tandi here. Lahul and Spiti, Tandi here, and the river continues in the Himachali area near Killer and all those areas, and the river continues its journey and it enters into Kishtwar district, Kishtwar area. This is Kishtwar, this is Jengilwar, then into Doda district. You can see Doda here, you can see the Doda, beautiful Chenab Valley like Kishtwar, Jengilwar town, Doda town, and Ramban. The Ramban north of Udhampur district, actually the main highway, national highway from Pathankot goes into Kazigund, that is crossing the Bani Hall here into Verinag. That will go here. In our context, the river continues here, and here is the Hazari town, and the river start descending into the plain. Here is the Jammu, and here will be the famous Mata Vaishno Devi shrine in this hilly area. And you see here little bulge inside from Sialkot to Jammu, and that's where near is the Akhnoor, the river joins the plain, and the river continues here. Remember, Gujrat district, Mandi, Bahauddin districts are the Chasdo, so the Chenab river continues here. And we look at the Jhelum river here. See, the Jhelum river starts its journey at Verinag in the Anantnag area, in the district here. Then we have Srinagar district, Pulwama and Badgam here, and Srinagar we have see Ular Lake here, and Baramulla. And after Baramulla, actually here there is a gorge starts at a place called Uri. And Uri, you can see beautiful Neelam, this Jhelum gorge. You can see this, we are going along the Jhelum gorge. This is the Muzaffarabad town, a district headquarters east of Jhelum river. You can see the Jhelum then runs straight through. You see the Mirpur and a reservoir here, the Mangla reservoir, Mirpur city, the Poonch district, Mirpur district, and Muzaffarabad district. So Muzaffarabad district, Poonch district, and Mirpur district are on the east side. These are Maharaja Hari Singh Dogra's territories before partition independence time. On the west side, you can see here the Tarbela Dam, the Indus River here, Sindhu River, and this area called Abbottabad, Manshera, Haripur will be somewhere here. This is called historic Hazara district. And this is the Jhelum district, and this is the salt range, and Jhelum cuts through the salt range here, goes parallel to that, and Gujrat district and Mandi Bahauddin district here, and Shahpur Tehsil, that is the subdivision of Shahpur Taluk district, and Sargoda Tehsil will be on the east side, and the river eventually joins Chenab here, Atharan Hazari place, or Sharif Sidhu, or near Jang, or near Trimmu barrage south. So it's the same. We are looking in a different perspective, the valley of Kashmir, and by looking this, you will get a real idea of the land, all these geographically areas, how you look. If you just simply see a two-dimensional map, so you won't get that much, you don't appreciate it, what is actually happening. That's why I am spending the time to show you, so that impress upon you, and what beautiful land Punjab is. So here this, you can see certain landmarks. By looking at slowly, you will start appreciating, and if you start looking at them, this is the Mirpur reservoir or Mangla Dam historic. You can see Guzar Khan Tehsil, Rawalpindi Tehsil, Murray Tehsils, the Taxila Tehsils for Rawalpindi district, Abbottabad in the historic Hazara area. This is the river just goes straight here, and the Muzaffarabad will be here, and you can see very beautiful Jhelum gorge winding through, and this is the line of control, the separating Pakistan occupied Kashmir and Indian controlled territories of Maharaja, former domains of Maharaja. The Uri town will be somewhere here, and from Uri you will get Baramulla and go to Srinagar, and from Srinagar you go to Sonmarg and Kargil and so on. That's other story. So that is the Jhelum river, and the Jhelum river, Jhelum town, so it goes to Jhelum district, is in the west side of the Jhelum river, and Gujrat district, Mandi Bahauddin. You see the beautiful Chasdo, just Jet Doab from the satellite maps is fantastic, and you can see the Jhelum River, and Jang Sadar, Jang city, and Atharan, Hazari, or Sharif Saidu, or Trimmu, and the meeting place at the mouth of River Jhelum with the Chenab River, the Chiniat town and Rabwa town here, Jang and Hafizabad, Gujranwala other side, and we are looking at Chenab River, the other side of the Doab, the Interfluve, the region. And here there will be Akhnoor here, because this is Jammu here, and you can see the river here, and here it will be Raisi, and you can see here it goes, and Ramban, and it will be Doda will be here, Ramban will be somewhere here, because here the national highway goes, and this is the Anantnag, Verinag, and all those areas. This is Banihal Pass, and other gateway cutting to the Pir Panjal Mountains. This is the Pir Panjal Mountains, and this is the Kishtwar, and we are traveling along the upstream of river Chenab, the around about 1200 kilometers long river, one of the two tributaries of river Panjnad, Chenab, Kishtwar, and this valley, and enters into the Himachal region, and you can see it, and the river, this will be somewhere called a town called Kilar in the valley here, and you can see here this is Chandra river, and this is Bhaga river. There will be Tandi and Kelang here. This is across the Himalayas called Trans Himalaya. Rohtang Pangsi here, and you see beautiful Kulu Valley, and Kulu, Manali, Ladji, and so on. So that is the other aspect of it, and same thing you can see here, the Anantnag and Muzaffarabad, the Mangla Dam. This is the salt range, this is the Potohar Plateau, Potohar Plateau, the beautiful Doab or Doab. We can see Gujrat district, and Mandi Bahauddin here, Sargoda here, and Chenab Nagar on this side, and Jang, and here the Trimmu barrage, and Atharan, Hazari. This is the Doab, this is the Sindh Sagar Doab or Thal Doab, and on this side we have Rechna Doab, and that is in brief about the Jet Doab and Chaz Doab. With this, we have completed all the 5 Doabs. Essentially, what we talked today is the Punjab Geography part, Doabs, the interfluves, that is the land between the 2 rivers, that is the Doab, and elevated tableland within the Doab, we know already is a bar. Jet Doab has a bar called Kirana Bar. There is a Kirana mountains here, that's why it's called Kirana Bar. Rechna Doab has Sandal Bar, and Bari Doab has Nili Bar and Ganji Bar, as we discussed before. So this is the Jet Doab, Jhelum River, Chenab River, or Chaz Doab, Chaz River, and Chaz River and Jhelum River here, and it has the district Gujrat, Mandi, Bahauddin, Shargoda, Shahpur, parts of historic Shargoda district. That's what the predominant languages is the transition zone from the plains to Potohar Plateau. Punjabi dialect Maji is spoken, and Gujarati and Shahpuri dialects are also spoken here, because it is bordered to Maharaja Hari Singh's territory, Mirpuri, and those type of dialects and Pahadi languages are also heard in this Doab. So that is in brief about the Doab, and this is your facilitator J. Reddy at South Asia in Maps, education channel that brings you the historical cultural heritage of South Asia, south of Karakoram Mountains. We appreciate, as usual, your feedbacks. Please send your comments and further suggestions how we can improve this, and what are the any shortcomings you feel, so on. And looking forward to interact with you in our fascinating journey on the land of Sher-e Punjab Maharaja Ranjit Singh, Dharmagurus, and the land of Sufi poet Bulle Shah from Uch Sharif in Bahawalpur area. Thank you very much, and we see you later.